Hello and welcome to day 3 of our challenge. We are halfway through now. So today we are going to be using a wall as a support. So anything that's stable, you can even use a door, just make sure no one opens the door whilst you're actually practicing on it. So we'll be using this for support just to help us go a little bit deeper, shoulder openers, that really helps the wall with that. So to start off with, just coming into a nice comfortable stance, the feet can be hip distance apart, maybe slightly wider if that feels more comfortable. Then really drawing the energy up from the mat, from the ground, up your legs, engaging through your buttocks, engaging through your core a little bit, just hugging your baby a little bit in. Shoulders away from your ears and bring your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Good, then from here, bring your hands onto your belly and just starting to connect with your baby. So no matter where you are, how far along you are, you can connect to your baby. And just gently closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in, really grounding through your feet. Good. And then imagine that on every inhale and your belly is expanding and you're creating more space for your baby. And on your exhale, you're just hugging your baby in from the inside. So just keep that going. On your inhale, you're just creating a little bit of space. And then on your exhale, you're hugging your baby. Feel your hands move. Really starting to connect to your breath here as well. Good, just a couple more breaths. Good, and on your next exhale, gently blinking your eyes open again. Good, bring your hands onto your hips. Again, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. And inhaling your right arm up to the ceiling and moving over to the left-hand side for a side body stretch. So keep grounding through both feet, shoulders away, and just start opening up through that right side. So see how you are. You don't want to strain yourself. So, even if you just do a little bit, just really check in with your body here. Good, just one more breath. And on your exhale, slowly coming back up, bringing that right hand onto your hip. Again, just making sure you're grounding through both feet. Inhale your left arm up to the ceiling. Good, and on your exhale, moving over to the right hand side for a left side body stretch. Again, keep grounding through both feet evenly. And just checking in with your body, just how much stretch you actually need. And start breathing into the opening on that left side. Good. On your next exhale, slowly coming back up again, bringing your hand back down. Good. So then starting to face the wall. So making sure that you have a little bit of mat in front of you. Which way is completely up to you. And start a nice distance away. So maybe bring your hands out in front and then making sure that your hands are on the wall. We're going to be walking away in a moment anyway. So bring your hands shoulder height, maybe slightly below. Now start walking your feet away until you are at a nice flat back. And then just adjusting your hands, maybe you're walking your feet slightly wider. Again, depending on your belly, it kind of depends here what you're doing. And then just let gravity do its thing here. And just let the gravity take the weight off. Closing your eyes. Just breathing deeply here. Good, just a few more breaths. Good, and then once you're ready, you can stay here for a little bit longer. Once you're ready, gently start walking your hands back up again, walking your feet in, taking your time. Good. Also making sure that you're coming up very slowly, especially if you are getting dizzy. You know, you know your body best within this pregnancy, so really tune in and just listen. So, you know, if you need to come up slower, that's absolutely fine, just come up slower. Good. For the next one, you have a choice. You can either have the wall by your side, or you can have the wall behind you. If you have it behind you, just make sure that you're not leaning on it, you're just supporting it with your hands. I'm just going to go to the side so that you can see it for the first one. So we are starting with a nice little balancing pose, and this is why we have the wall. You know, center of gravity is slightly different when you are pregnant, depending on how far along you are. So having the wall to support you is really, really good. Good. So having your feet hip distance apart, really grounding through all four corners of the feet, holding on to the wall, holding on in the sense of just having the wall support you, so either on the side or behind you. Good. Really, again, just drawing the energy up from the ground, engaging through your buttocks, hugging your baby in, shoulders away from your ears. Good. And then from here, come onto your right tiptoe, so really grounding through your left foot, engaging through your left buttocks and keeping your hips level. So making sure that they're not sinking down or up, so keeping your hips level. Good. Then from here, bring that right knee up and focus on a point that's not moving. Good. Then bring your right knee out to the side. Then bring the sole of the right foot anywhere on the inside of that left leg, but the knee. So either below or above the knee. You can also bring your tiptoes down so that your right foot is by your left ankle. Good. Really turning that right hip out. Having the wall for support, so you can have your foot down here, or even up here. So see where you are. And again, you know, just check in with your body and see what it needs right now. You know, you might be, when you've practiced yoga before, you may have been able to do all advanced stuff, which is absolutely fine. You know, just check in with your body and see what it needs. So with your, depending on how you're standing, if you have both hands behind your back at the wall, you can leave them there. If you have just one hand on the wall, with the other hand, you can bring it over your head. You can bring it into your half prayer here. If you want to, you can experiment. Just be careful that you're not falling over and come into your balancing pose without the wall. So it's also an option. Just really check in with your body. Keep grounding through that left foot. Just one more breath. Good. Then on your exhale, releasing your right leg down and shaking your legs out here. Good. So then again, either have your hands behind you or by the wall. You don't even have to turn around. You can just keep the wall there. Alternatively, you can just turn around if that's easier. So again, just grounding through your feet, really drawing the energy up, engaging through your buttocks, hugging your baby in, shoulders down, coming onto your left tiptoes this time, keeping your hips level. Good. And start focusing on a point that's not moving. And then once you're there, just bring your left knee up. You can even hug it in if you want to. And on your next exhale, bring your left knee out. And place the sole of the left foot anywhere on the inside of that right leg, butt the knee. So again, either above or below the knee. And then push the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Keep engaging through that right buttocks. That's really going to help you with the stability. Good. Keep holding on to the wall. And again, with your other arm, you can bring it over your head, in front of you. You can have it on your hip. Again, if you're up for it, you can release your hand from the wall, come into your balancing pose. Again, just really tune in with what you need here. Good. Just a couple more breaths, seeing where you are. Good. And on your next exhale, slowly releasing back to center. Shaking it out, maybe doing a little dance here. Good. Then having the wall behind you, feet as wide as the mat. Turning your toes out. You can actually lean against it. You just have to potentially walk your feet slightly further in. So we're going to come into a squat pose. So you can just slide down the wall and then come into your squat pose. So your heels can be either up or down, and you can nicely just lean against the wall. If you want to, you can bring your hands into prayer and have your elbows on the inside of your legs. So again, just see where you are here. Obviously, if you do that, you're not going to be leaning back. You're going to be just having your sacrum by the wall. So as I say, just see where you are. Have your heels either up or down. You know, again, whatever feels most comfortable. There is no right or wrong. My body responds better to heels up. You know, as I say, everyone is completely different. Good. Really opening up through the chest here. Good. Just one more breath. And then on your exhale, releasing your hands onto the mat and then bring your knees onto the mat. Good. Releasing your feet and then turn around to face the wall. Good. So bringing the two big toes together, knees as wide as the mat. So you're going to be doing another shoulder opener. So you have to play around with the distance here a little bit. You'll be sitting up nice and tall, and then bring your hands out wide against the wall, and just sink down. So see where you are. If you maybe need a little bit more space, so you can move back. Maybe you need to move a little bit closer. Maybe you need to move your hands up a little bit. Now really breathing into your shoulders. Feel the opening up at the front of the body. Keeping your head and your neck in line with your spine. Just a few more breaths. Deep inhales and slow exhales. Good. And then on your exhale, slowly walking your hands down. Good. Bring your hands onto the mat and just come into a comfortable seated position. So whatever that means to you, it can be cross-legged, one foot in front of the other, and kneeling down. You might be sitting on something. Whatever it means to you, what is comfortable. Just come into that seated position now. As we just coming back to a little visualization and meditation that we did in the beginning, just to end our practice off here. So bring your head over your heart over your pelvis. Good. Again, bring your hands onto your belly, starting to connect with your baby. And closing your eyes. Just taking a few deep breaths here to begin with. Good. And again, start to visualize that on every inhale, you're expanding your belly, giving your baby space to move around in. And then on your exhale, you're starting to hug your baby in from the inside. Just keep that visualization going. Good. Nice deep inhales. Maybe see where you're holding tension and if you can soften a little bit. Really feeling the connection to your baby. Good. And on your next exhale, bring your hands together in your heart center. And then sealing our practice of today, bowing our heads down. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. I can't wait to practice with you tomorrow. But for now, just let me know in the comments what you thought. If you have got any requests, subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you tomorrow. Until then, bye.